No, no, no. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another post game here on Mets Central. And the Mets just pretty much erased everything they did in the first two games by getting absolutely slaughtered by the Atlanta Braves 9-2 today. And this one's rough. This one is just so rough. What a vibe shift, huh? Like, what a shift from where we were just like 48 hours ago, right? 48 hours ago at this time, we were all giddy and pumped up, thinking about the fact that Kodai Senga was going to be on the mound for the game, and we were all excited, in a great mood. And it just feels like ever since he went down with that injury, the vibe has shifted to a very negative effect. I don't know if that's what's affecting the team or what, or if it's a combination of the fact that they just have too many guys slumping right now. It could be just a bit of both. But man, just ugly, just an ugly performance. And I'm just disappointed, honestly, because here I was sitting in this chair once again, like 48 hours ago, fired up. I was fired up, and I felt, you win two already, just please grab one more win. And I knew it was going to be a tall order with Tyler McGill and David Peterson on the bump, but I thought, all right, at least with David Peterson, they're 5-0, so maybe there's actually a glimmer of hope here. And oh, there was no glimmer of hope in this one, pretty much from the get-go, to an extent, because let's be honest here. David Peterson was actually fine in the first few innings, but it's the same thing as Tyler McGill, where the lineup flipped over, and then all of a sudden, things looked bad. The thing that worries me the most is that David Peterson, after both the fourth and the fifth inning, was shaking his arm as if he's hurt. I'll say this right now. If David Peterson is hurt as well, on top of all the injuries they have to the staff, what are we going to do here? What do we do here? Because I thought, because again, 48 hours ago, everything felt so simple. The deadline mission felt so simple, to just grab a starter, to just grab a bullpen arm or two, to grab a bat. They grabbed a bat, and then 48 hours ago, they grabbed Stanek, which, oh boy, are we going to talk about Stanek today. But the mission felt simple. And now we're sitting here, and I'm watching Jose Iglesias hit second. He's starting to regress back to the mean. Brandon Nimmo, since the All-Star break, dude, this axe getting old, man. Where are you? Like, where is the real Brandon Nimmo? Because this is just not good enough. It's just not at all. McNeil, not looking great. Ever since that first game against the Braves here. Not too bad still, obviously, but, you know, he had a disappointing day at the plate. JD Martinez wasn't in the lineup, but he's been a bit disappointing as of late. Alvarez has been in a funk at the plate. You're just not going to win when your best hitters today were Ben Gamel and Tyrone Taylor. You just were never going to win a game that way. And credit to Ben Gamel. The guy's been sitting on the bench for weeks now, and he comes into a game and he ends up drawing a walk, getting a big hit, which could have potentially shifted the game there at that point, especially if Tyrone Taylor was able to beat out the throw from right, or it might have been the center fielder. I don't remember who it was, but maybe there was a chance there for the game to get a little interesting. But, I mean, realistically, no, because this pitching staff just was vomit worthy. And you know what? Maybe it was for the better, honestly, that they didn't score there, because then we all would have been fat and happy, and we all would have got some hope there that they would have potentially came back in the game. And then here comes Ryan Stanek to just stink the joint up. I'm just annoyed. I mean, the first 3 innings of David Peterson, like, it looked so good. It honestly looked good. Like, he was racking up some strikeouts, and it looked like he was going to coast his way to maybe give 5-6 innings. It's like, all right, let's go. We're saving the pen today. But no. That did not happen. And then offensively, they had a leadoff hit in the first. Did nothing with it because Iglesias hit into a double play. In the bottom of the second, they had a leadoff double from Alonso. Did nothing with it. In the third, they had a leadoff double from Taylor, and then Gamble got on with a walk. and they do nothing with it. And then here comes the fourth inning for Peterson, and he walks Austin Riley. Marcell Ozuna gets a single, and then Matt Olson. I mean, I just knew it. I just knew Matt Olson. You know, this is the old antidote for a lot of division rival players, right? You're struggling this year, come on down the Queens and face the Mets, because I hate to sound like that type of fan, but it's just what the Braves do. It's just what Matt Olson does. Come on down the Queens and come kill us, and maybe now you'll be out of your slump. And then he walks d'Arnaud, allowed the single to Alvarez, and then Arcia gets walked in. Lindor had a nice little flip on a glove play at least. But the fourth inning, you know, you get another double, do nothing. Fifth inning, a lot better for Peterson. I found it interesting, though, that there was never a point where Jose Butto warmed up in this game. Now, is this a scenario where he is actually going to come back to the rotation? Or is this just a thing where they didn't want to use him today? I have zero clue what it was, but I thought Butto should have been the guy to come into the game, keep things at bay for a couple innings, which would have changed the outcome. Probably not. Maybe it would have. I don't know, because maybe if they're down, 4-2 when Pete Alonso gets that late home run later on, maybe there's a shift in vibe with the team and there's a sense of belief versus what it ended up being. But realistically, I don't know if it would have changed much. I don't know, but I thought it was interesting that Jose Butto never even was chucking back there in the pen. And then you had the bottom of the fifth, though, by the way, where you had Tyrone Taylor get the leadoff double, and then Ben Gamel hits a single, and I don't know why Tyrone Taylor was sent there. You are starving for runs, and the lineup is flipping over. Why are you sending him there? Again, would have made the difference? In retrospect, no. But it's just a bit annoying because Iglesias, when he popped out, that probably would have brought in at least a run there, and then again, you do the what ifs, the whataboutism, and maybe it's 4-3 later on if Butto comes in and they got a run there. But again, woulda, coulda, shoulda, it really doesn't matter. The Braves just outright slaughtered them today, and there's nothing we could do about it here. In terms of a positive, though, Alex Young looked very good, and he's looked like a solid arm since being acquired. We'll see how much longer it keeps up because who knows? Now that he's starting to enter the circle of trust, there's a chance he gets ran into the ground like Reed Garrett was. So who knows? And I hate to be doom and gloom right now, but it's just when they get killed like this, it just really hurts. And especially because you had the series win at the palm of your hands and you let go of it. You just let go of it. And then the Mets go down in order again. And then Ryan Stanek comes in. Gross. Just disgusting. Allows a home run to Arcia. Hits Duvall, allows a home run to Austin Riley. There's a reason Mariner fans didn't like this guy. I try to stay even keeled and positive about the acquisition. I'm not going to throw the guy off the bridge just yet. Make him walk off the plank just yet. Because at the end of the day, it is one outing. But oof, if this is what it's going to be, the Stanek experience, oh boy. Then in the bottom of the seventh, really nothing. Diekman came into the eighth, and you knew this thing was done. I mean, that's waving the white flag right there. Laying up a home run to Laureano, a 2-run shot. Hey, at least Jesse Winker made his Mets debut, right? He struck out, but he really worked the count there at least. Pete Alonso then had that home run in the eighth inning, which nobody is going to care about unless it means he catches fire from it going forward. And that's pretty much it. I mean, nothing else happened. At least Ottavino had a clean inning if you want to look at other positives against a good part of the order, that is, and got 2 strikeouts. So, again, if you want positives, there's very little to select here. But, yeah, it's just really infuriating how quick things shifted. And you know what? Maybe this was a humbling experience because myself included, I won't deny it, but myself included, and a lot of Met fans were really running our mouths. We were running our mouths after they won the first 2 games, thinking that this was a no-doubt series win. I'll admit that. We ran our mouths too much, and I think this is a lesson learned to wait, to open our mouths, and this is a lesson learned that this team still obviously has flaws, but I just hate, I really despise that when this team is firing on all cylinders, it is the most fun experience of your damn life. And then when they are not firing on all cylinders like today and yesterday, you're like, oh, maybe this isn't fun. Maybe baseball's not for me. The offense today was just so putrid. I mean, there's nothing positive to take away unless you're Tyrone Taylor and Ben Gamble of all people. Sure, Pete Alonso too, I guess, with the late home run. But Nimmo's got to find a way out of the slump. Iglesias should not hit second again, and there's got to be a conversation internally about another bat being added still, in my opinion. I'm sorry, but I think you have to have the conversation there. But I don't know. 1 for 9 with runners in scoring position, leaving 6 on. You did not get enough base runners today. You just didn't. And I know they only had 1 less hit than the Braves, but the Braves did what the Mets did to them in the first few games. Just annihilate the pitching with home runs. And at the end of the day, the Mets have to find a way to be better than that. Because just disgusting. Just disgusting. Twins roll into town. I will not be covering that series as I will be on vacation. So I won't know what's going to happen over the next few days outside of a few updates from Twitter and stuff like that. So Matt's going to cover that series though for me. Deadline stuff though, I'll try to make some content when I can at the hotel of my destination, but sucks. This sucks so much, but let's see what happens as they face the Twins. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll leave a like on the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you guys are new, especially if you're Met fans. Turn on your notifications so you know when I upload or go live next, and I'll see you guys in the next one.